We already found out a couple months ago that this regime lied to us about the jobs created to the tune of, what was it, about 800,000 jobs overall that they bragged they created. They did not. They lied. And now they were predicting 110 and they got 12,000 jobs. If that's not the October surprise that should make everybody vote for every America First candidate down ballot, I don't know what the hell's wrong with Americans.
Well, thanks for having me on, Dan, and happy Friday to you. What we're watching in real time is the labor market come to a complete standstill just before this election, and it's due to the bad policies of the Biden-Harris administration. You're right, this is one of the worst jobs report we've seen, at least since the pandemic, if not historically.
Right.
But it is a sign of things to come if the American people decide to reward Kamala Harris with a second term. And what we've seen at every turn when you compare the two administrations, because again, what's so unique about this election is that we don't have to listen to the rhetoric from either candidate, because the last two administrations are comprised of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. And so all voters have to do is ask themselves how they did under the policies of Donald Trump.
That's right.
Versus Kamala Harris. And in every single measure of life's important issues like inflation, cost of living, real wages, cost of gas, groceries, Donald Trump's policies blow the Biden-Harris policies out of the water.
How do you turn this stuff around immediately with these jobs so that these retailers, these restaurants and whatever can maybe not close all these stores down and maybe start hiring people next year? What will Trump need to do ASAP?
ASAP, cut the reckless spending, increase domestic energy, and help bring the price of everything down, in addition to the inflation, and also extend the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Harris's plan to enact the largest tax increase and tax hike aimed squarely at our small businesses by letting the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act expire, which will take away a 20% deduction for our small businesses across the country. She also wants to increase the corporate tax rate by 33%. And while she wants us all to believe that's just for Google and Amazon and those big guys, there's a million small businesses that are structured as C corporations and will be impacted by this massive tax hike. Those are the types of policies that hurt our labor market and our small businesses and our economy overall. And if we can get back to prosperity by increasing domestic energy and decreasing our spending and don't let the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act expire, then we will get back to prosperity for everyday ordinary Americans.